these numbers come out. At the moment, the stock is down a fraction at $947 per share. Ross Givens follows NVIDIA and joins me now. All right, Ross, you say it's too late to get into NVIDIA. Make your case.
Hey, Stu, thanks for having me on. Well, you're talking about a company that's worth $2.3 trillion. Okay, this is a $120 stock 18 months ago. Now it's banging on the door of 1,000. It's the third most valuable company on planet Earth. So to think there's a whole lot of upside here, I think is a foolish gamble. You got a lot of risk and not much upside. I mean, not to mention, this thing's bigger than Google. This thing's more valuable than Amazon, and it has no moat. You know, Google owns online search, online advertising. Amazon owns online retail. There's no loyalty in the chip game. Right, I could give you $1 trillion. You could not create a new Apple and get this thing out of my hands. You give me $1 trillion, I can beat NVIDIA. So I just think that the play has happened. This thing's up several %. It's way too pricey based on the current estimates. Not to mention, even if they do beat the numbers today, which I realize everyone's watching, that is in no way a guarantee this stock goes up. They beat big in August, 20% higher earnings, 20% higher sales, raised guidance. I mean, everything investors want to see. Stock did nothing. It went down. They beat in November. It went down. So why thinking now with this thing worth $2.5 trillion that even a good report's going to do something, I think is foolish. Now, you're 100% right. The market is watching this like a Fed announcement.
I just want to say you're sort of an outlier on Wall Street at the moment because most believe this thing's going up to $1,100, maybe $1,200 a share. But let me turn to something else which really intrigues me and that you're interested in, and that is nuclear energy stocks. This I find fascinating because I think we've got to use nuclear power in the future if we're going to get all the electricity we need. So which nuclear stocks in particular do you like?
Well, I think Cameco is a great one. CCJ, Denison Mines, DNN, both big leaders, great charts, good trending, coming out of clean bases. You know, you could also do a smaller stock, a little bit more speculative, but something like NuScale Power, SMR. You know, they're specifically designed to make these nuclear plants specifically for AI data centers. Yes, and that's the real bottleneck. People don't realize that. It's not compute power. It's power. It's electricity. And you can't suck up half the city's grid so nerds can talk to their AI girlfriends. You got to make your own power at some point. And I think that's going to be the next vertical integration. So chips, all that, we've seen that play out. This is sort of a pick and shovel, backdoor play on the AI theme we're seeing play out. And I think you watch, mark my words, you'll see Google, you'll see, I think Amazon just bought a nuclear data center recently for AWS, and I think that is the opportunity.
I think I think you're right. Was it SMR that built a nuclear plant specifically for that data center? Because that's the best way of providing all the juice they need. Was that SMR?
SMR is the ticker, right? The company's called NuScale Power. They specialize. SMR, the ticker, is sort of a play on that. It stands for Small Modular Reactor Technology. But
fascinating.
Their whole business is a turnkey nuclear operation designed specifically for data centers. So they come in, build you a power plant, powers the whole thing. So that would either be a great buyout target for an Amazon, an NVIDIA, right, a Google, or, I mean, I can't see the stock going down. I mean, they're only going to see increased demand for what they're producing. As a huge,
you've got a lot to tell us, and it's all good information, but I'm flat out of time. But Ross Givens, you're going to come back, and soon. Thanks for being with us today. We much appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Stu.
Take a look